Hello, welcome to my channel. Let's paint a new portrait today. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna start just sketching. I got here titanium white, chrome yellow, cadmium orange, vivid rose, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, emerald green, phthalo blue, and raw umber. Okay, I'm gonna start sketching with raw umber. A little bit of linseed oil. Okay, let's see. But usually, basically, what I do is I squint on my eyes and I try to simplify what I see. Is kind of trying to just draw imaginary, just straight lines all around the figure, and checking the relationship between one area and the other. For example, the neck here and the eye. Okay, the top of the head at this angle that goes to the shoulder. And anything that we can just use it as a just simple flat shape is going to help us to draw. For example, the face looks like a triangle here. The same for the shadow on the under the mandible. The shadow looks like a triangular shadow. Okay. Hello, swap Nero. Let's see. Right now I'm just checking my comparing, bouncing my eyes, checking out the size of my painting, if maybe I should make it bigger or smaller. Maybe I need to show more background, less background. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna paint the background. I just raw umber and white. I got this raw umber is from Winton. When you mix this one with white, you got almost a perfect gray. Yeah, the gray that you imagine that you're gonna get when you mix black and white. But I think we all know that when we mix black and white, we got a bluish gray. Yeah, but when I mix this raw umber and white, I got just a neutral gray. I'm gonna use more linseed oil. I don't want too much paint at the beginning because I'm gonna just add more colors here. I have an idea. I painted here again. I found this photograph on Pixars. Pixar is a free copyrighted website, and I painted her with blue hair like a week ago. And I was thinking, I want to paint her again with blue hair. Let's see. Just because of that, I'm not gonna paint the hair yet. Obviously she has black or really dark brown hair. Just gonna leave it like that. About lights and shadows. Let's see. Oh, I think you can see more here. I think I can move my camera a little bit to the left. get there. I need a different brush, a softer one. Sometimes I love this sound, you know, but not today. Today is Sunday. I prefer a nice, quiet, you know, sound. Okay, I'm thinking I should maybe paint here a bit bigger. What's gonna be the button around here? Okay, I'm gonna mix a little bit more of this, just raw umber and white. I don't want too much paint, okay? I'm thinking right now first about my value structure. It's so obvious where's the light coming from, and I got an idea about the colors. One thing, I want to paint blue here. I want to make the light on the face pretty warm, a combination between warm and pink. I want to reflect the light. I did that so many times in so many paintings. Okay. Let's see, everything just a bit darker first. I can see now, you know, the light on the face. Okay, a little bit of phthalo blue. Not too much paint. I think you're gonna like just painting hair blue, but not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna paint a little bit of this. Okay. I like this phthalo blue. It's tinting power. You know, it's pretty saturated. I like it. Even the ultramarine blue is a beautiful color, and that's the one that everybody loves. I think I like it more phthalo blue, and even that this is a you know, an expensive brand. It's just BBO, a student version. Hello, Michael. Hello, White Tigers from Paula from USA. Hello, Nicolia. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Eric. I don't see Eric here, but I just got a coffee from. He bought me a coffee, a huge one. Thank you so much, Eric. Eric Withan from England. Okay, let's continue. You know, we usually have I have a paint along session on Sundays, but there wasn't today because we have 5 Sundays this month, and we usually have 4 sessions per month. But the thing is that I wanted to paint. I just wanted to paint. Now here I am. The good thing here on Sunday is that my family is just getting some breakfast, even that is almost, you know, half of the day. That's pretty good. Okay, let's add a little bit of color on the face. I prefer, I want a combination between orange and pink. The thing is, when if I add orange first, usually the pink it got, let's say, lost when I put it on top of an orangey color. I prefer to start with this pinky color, and then I add orangey color on top. Okay, this is gonna be for the light. Another thing that I was thinking is that I can make this kind of just dark, let's say scene, and just everything dark and just light on the face, just that. Okay, or I can just add more light. But I think I got the face too small. Anyway, let's continue. Maybe I need to move the chain a little bit down. Yeah. For drawing, I always thinking about just simple shapes. For example, for drawing the face, here on the forehead, I see the eyebrow here, and immediately what I see is a simple triangular shape. That makes it easier to draw that. Okay. When I draw the eye, I think about the eyebrow and the eye together, not just the eye. That I'm trying to capture this shape. Okay, and when it's about the nose, it's the same. I try to, for example, here I got the corner of the eye, let's say the tear duct, the bridge of the nose, and checking the relationship, the alignment, and then this angle, and then this shape. It means that I'm checking this with this, and then a simple flat shape. I mean, that's what I do when I draw. I lay down some brush strokes, you know, but at the same time I pay attention to the shape, especially simple flat shapes. Okay. Now I have this doubt here. Oh, I got some Q-tips, which are gonna be pretty useful. The hair is like this. Yeah, I think I can change this, something like this. Yeah, that's gonna be better, I think. Now, why I'm doing that? Because I wanna add a reflected light here. And just adding a reflected light like this, like straight, you know, I prefer this curve. I don't like the idea to add just the diagonal reflected light, especially then I'm planning to add some orange, yellow, you know. Okay, and I'm gonna clean a little bit more. I bought some Q-tips just to do this because I've been painting lately with more and more colors, and one thing that happens with oil paint is difficult to paint a brightest color on top of you know, a darker one, especially when the painting is wet. Wet on wet kind of doesn't work. You know? Hello, Kay Schubert. Yeah. And I was seeing painters that, you know, they work with more color, and some of them usually they leave the painting to dry and then just add more layers. Definitely, that's the better option you know. I try to get as much as possible here in one session, but definitely if I want really bright colors, I'm gonna need to come back to the painting after it dries, you know, and just add some really saturated colors if that's what I think it could suit the a better composition, or you know, let's see. Okay, I can add this color here. Now it's better. Yeah, much better, because that this area is clean. Okay. I'm basically using just raw umber for all the darker values. I'm starting using a bit of color here and there. For example, here there's a mid-tone. I'm gonna mix this raw umber with this vivid pink. And a couple of colors that I love to use together is this vivid pink and is this green, emerald green. Even though they are opposite colors, you know, I think they work pretty good. Not all over the painting, but on some areas they work pretty good together. I mean, it's not any green. This green is kind of a bluish green, mute bluish green. Okay. Okay, for this, to draw this, it's better to think about the hair, not the face. Don't think that you're drawing the contour of the face. Think that you're copying just a flat shape here all around, and all this is just one shape. Okay, here. That's what we call a negative shape. Every time we paint, or we draw, we think about positive and negative shapes. Okay. Hello, Ducky Bobman. Bim. Okay, how to paint as a beginner. Typing is very informative. Okay, thank you. Hello, Dejan. Okay. I'm just thinking right now if I keep this, what we would suggest, because right now is the light is hitting the face, but all this is kind of dark. Yeah. I still need to add some accents on the face to add more light to the face. see. I'm squinting down my eyes, stepping back. Just thinking, is that working okay? I mean, the color harmony. And about values, is that okay to make everything darker and just add light on the face? You know, because I could just pick up color closer to this one and just lay down a brush stroke here, and all of a sudden I'm gonna add more light, not just the face, just to the whole body. Which option is gonna be the best? I think both work, but which one I want today? I think it adds more drama, just keeping everything dark and light here. I don't know if it's good, but if I add more light, it's kind of giving her more hope. Let's say light, life. I'll try to get something in between, just to see slowly if I just should darken up or light up this. Oh, that's okay. Let's see. I got a highlight here. Let's add a highlight on the shoulder. And let's see from a distance. Okay. What if I add another highlight on this shoulder? Well, I think that's gonna be too much. This, it's kind of an opening the composition more. I got my focal point. That's the face, obviously. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't paint the hair blue. Okay, it's better when it's about color harmony. It's better to start working with few colors. Let's say just green and red. Okay? And obviously not just that you're gonna just put on your palette just green and red. And no. What I mean is the colors that you're gonna see on the 60% of your painting. At least they have to be just between those colors. They say 60% greenish colors, then 20% like neutral colors. There is even some rules about color and about, let's say, quantity. I have heard that a few times from other painters. I didn't study that when I was, when I was a student. When I was a student, it was obviously about exercises, color theory exercises, that usually is about harmony. The color theory for beginners is about mixing colors. How do you get primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, and all of that. That's the first step, to know colors, and from there it starts what for me it was a nightmare as a student, and that was color harmony. Yeah. And I said that's a nightmare because I know that people out there, they're trying to create its own color harmonies. I think you understand that it's so difficult to manipulate. Usually it was something pretty common. A common mistake, is over saturate the colors. It's a common mistake. It's like we think that we need to add more and more colors, and we think that we need to saturate them more and more. Okay, and usually on a painting, there gotta be always a good percentage of neutral colors. Neutral colors are just grayish colors. Grayish colors, gray, just gray. Imagine mixing black and white, a neutral gray. Okay, and that's the thing. We just don't calculate too much the proportions sometimes between two saturated colors, or we oversaturate the whole painting. Okay. Anyway, we can just get better just by practicing. Yeah, I don't want color in the background. Still see obviously color because of my canvas. Oh, now a little bit of blue. Let's see, to knock down the orangey from my canvas. Okay. Hello, Christine. Hello, Fiona. Edward. Hello, Edward. Edward is saying, how old were you when you started painting? Oh, I don't remember. When I started painting like professional, maybe it was 25. But when I started painting, maybe I was 16. I grew in a family, basically my family were painters. And I don't know you have seen any movie like Latin, with Latin characters, where I remember this movie. What's the name of this movie? Coco, Coco. Have you seen that movie? In that movie, there is a Mexican family that they are shoes makers. And the destiny of the character of this little kid, it was just to be a shoes maker, because that's the thing of the family. In my case, let's say they was kind of the same. Yeah. But the good thing is that I like it. I like this. In the movie, the kid, he didn't want to be a shoes maker. Have you seen the movie? Somebody has seen the movie? That's an animated movie. Okay. I think I added too much blue here. Thinking about the whole painting and the harmony. I'm gonna mix more raw umber and white. That's the same color that we see on the photograph, huh? It's kind of just brown. You need black. Okay, let's see. Got ivory black. I prefer, the black from Rembrandt. That's pretty dark. I would say that it's darker than the black from. The other one that I have used is Winton. Maybe the Winsor & Newton is darker too. But the thing is I like this. Okay, let's see. I need to use pure black, or if you want a chromatic black, you can add a little bit of Lizard Crimson. I need to see more contrast. Okay, now more contrast here too. I'm gonna lay down a little bit of black here and phthalo blue. We call it a chromatic black when we just add another darker color, like Lizard Crimson or any blue. This has to be a darker color, a darker saturated color. I don't want a pure blue. That's why I added a little bit of this orange. Okay, I like it better because now I can see more clearly the contrast. Okay, now if I use black and I see black here on here, what's the name of this? Okay, anyway, if I add black here, I'm gonna just like open the composition and the tension from here to here too. I think I shouldn't add black, just keep it dark, but not with black. Maybe just here, or maybe it could be a touch just here, just there. Don't continue with this black all the way down. That's gonna keep the tension up here and not here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, 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 let me read this. Edward is saying I started about 6 or 7. I always loved art, drawing, and painting. Wow, that's amazing. Michael is saying same Edward. My father and sister was local artists. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, pretty nice to hear that. Okay. You, I don't see myself doing something different, like being a painter. Oh no, it's not like it's. I mean, speaking on a obviously a perfect world, let's say, but if if I have to do something different, is to put some money on my family's table, I could do it. It's just not normal anything. But I mean, I don't see like myself choosing another career. I'm not gonna say that you know that I love what I do 100%. Uh, I could say that painting, when you paint, you kind of love and hate painting. No hate because it's not because I don't want to paint. No, not because of that. Because sometimes you don't get what you want, or you have an idea, and you don't see that idea on the painting, and you feel some frustration that you know that there is no kind of some kind of synchronization between what you want and what you get on the canvas. Yeah, and that's the frustration that uh, you know. But it's not saying that we don't love painting. It's just that little thing that make us think that okay, never give up. Obviously, make us think that this is difficult, more difficult than we thought. That is not something that how I hear people saying it's not a cup of tea. But that's good. I think makes art makes painting more interesting. I think, and make this a challenge every time. I think that's good. Yeah. I thought once, I remember I had a friend, she's a psychologist, and I asked asked her, why do you always recommend painting? You know, and she told me that it's a good therapy, and it's not because it's easy to do. It's not. It's not because of that. It's because there is some challenge when you paint, and people, get let's say in some way caught up, trapped in painting with all the things that they have to do, and they start learning more and more, you know, and they kind of distract you or don't make you think about the things. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like when you're painting, it's impossible for me now, for example, that I'm just laying down a brush stroke here, think about the news or anything that's happening outside. I'm just thinking about this right moment. I cannot not even imagine just carefully thinking about the alignment here and there and the color harmony that I want to get here. Another thing that's happening to me right now that I'm trying with more colors is that I want to get more colors. I was seeing the other day at a demo, a painting, few painters, it's just like different channels. We're using this Theo, something like that, Theo blue, really bright blue. And now that I'm just practicing more with color, I'm thinking I gotta buy that one. That's kind of really bright, light blue. Another thing that I have in mind is buying another set of pastels. You know that we paint with pastels Saturdays, 2 Saturdays every month. Like speaking about my Patreon sessions, and I bought a 72 set of colors, and it's just like now I understand why every time that I see a professional pastel painter, I see they have like 200 colors, 500 colors. At the beginning when I painted with pastel, but it wasn't too much into pastel, I thought, why so many colors? Now, every time that I'm painting with pastels, I'm thinking, I need more. I need more colors. Yeah. Oh, Michael is saying that his son is a tattoo artist. Oh, that's pretty good. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, Bob Cura. Edward is saying he never went to art school. It was hard, but I picked it up on my own. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm 79 years old, still painting. Yeah. If I live to 100 years, which I don't think, definitely I want to paint to my last day, or two till still till my last day. I don't know how to say it, but you know, I don't see like I don't think there is an retirement option for an artist or something like that. Like you know. I don't know. But let's say that I choose, I'm gonna retire from what? From teaching. Okay, but this doesn't mean it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop painting. Teaching and painting is kind of the same for me because when I teach, I paint. Still thinking, I keep this dark, just light here. Any suggestion, anyone, or I should just light up the whole everything here? I like right now the contrast. That's the thing with color. With color, we always have more options, more and more options. Sylvie seen a friend of my father painting until 95 years old. Wow, that's amazing. see. I think I'm adding too much pink, but I'm gonna knock it down with green. Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of orange on top, you know, gray down orange. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna break up this continuous reflected light. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pick up pure red. Touch of yellow. Pure yellow, a touch of pure yellow here. You know, it's just like as soon as I lay down this, I said, where is this reflected light coming from? It shouldn't be the bright. If I make that bright, I should make the same here, for example, on the edge. And I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna kind of frame the face in some kind of, you know, light, halo, something. I just prefer just to keep it like maybe just a bluish light that it doesn't have to do anything with, you know, but anyway, that kind of doesn't make any, it doesn't interfere with the warmer light on the face. Everything is too dark here on the photograph. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, White Tigers, Tigress. Mm. Maybe I should soft this area here to get the volume first. And then I can just add some brush strokes. Hello, hey man. Hello, Wesley. Just thinking how. I still thinking you know, this thing about volume here and there, shadows, midtones, that's something that obviously we gotta pay always attention. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is that every time that I lay down a brush stroke, I basically kind of erase what I did. And I gotta lay down another brush stroke in order to get the same, the value that I want to create volume. But that's gonna affect the color. Okay, that's gonna affect the drawing. And you're gonna find yourself constantly just retouching here and there. But once you know, at least one good thing that when you know what you're gonna do, you end up just doing that. At the beginning is, let's say, it's kind of annoying. It's just like when we try a new material and we don't know how that works. And or that happens when we move from acrylics to oils, for example, and we experience some difficulties, obviously, because we got used to work with a different medium. I need a liner brush. Too much nose, maybe. feel free to ask me any question. Right now I'm trying to get the volume and different subtle values on the face. I'm gonna zoom in. Let's see. No, it doesn't look okay. I'm trying here that even that is a small area. For example, the upper lip. When I'm painting the upper lip, I'm thinking about the light that hits the upper part of the upper lip, and then there's gotta be a shadow just there before it goes to the darker, line that separates the upper lip from the bottom lip. And that's kind of maybe impossible to paint at this size, but at least I'm trying to get some brush strokes to represent that, and I'm not getting that. It's just too difficult. But maybe just trying again and again, light, a reflected light, a shadow, a coarse shadow. Okay. And sometimes just one brush stroke could be enough to represent the volume. Sometimes, okay. Now here, for example, in this area next to the mouth, this portion is a little bit darker, okay, than the part that's closer to the nose. Okay, now I cannot leave it just like just one value. If I do it, I'm not gonna get the volume on the face. Okay. It doesn't matter the style. Let's say the loose brush strokes. We always, we wanna get something at least with some degree of realism. We need to always respect the basic rules about volume. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm back and forth here. Now that I got a little bit of that, I can move to my brushes to create a bit of texture. think that's gonna be about edges. I'm gonna just, I need a soft edge here. We see on the photograph a sharp edge. You know what, I prefer to make the forehead just recede. And if I have a sharp edge here, that's gonna just go away. The nose is gonna pop forward, or the eye. Corner of the mouth, it has to be pretty soft. Okay. Now let's think about some nice brush strokes. You know, these brush strokes create some movement on the face. I think I need a bigger brush. Okay, but first pay attention to all those values, and then you can play around with the brush strokes, especially on the face. Here, for example, is kind of similar. You know, let us switch to a smaller brush and think again about volume here. You know, this is the muscle, the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Okay. Hello, Pili Martinez. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Niraj. I remember my theory, color theory lessons, and I wasn't that good on that. And every time that I'm painting these paintings daily with more color, every single time I remember, and I think I should have put a more attention at that time. The thing is that at that time I remember what I wanted. That was pretty clear in my head. Okay, and what I wanted was being able to match colors. It's all I wanted. And it kind of, when I learned to do that, I stopped just being worried about the rest. Okay. And one of the things about color theory that's way more important than mixing colors is color harmony. there, there are some nice formulas on some color wheels, that shows how to combine or use 3 colors or 4 colors to create a nice harmonies. Okay, just remember the thing that the common mistake. Okay, when we know at least one mistake, at least for me, I try to avoid that, but it's pretty tricky. But it's over working or using too much colors and saturate the colors too much. It's like we saturate all of them. Okay, remember that. And another thing is the neutral colors. A painting at least has to have, there's different opinions about this, but let's say the 50% of the painting needs at least just neutral colors. Neutral colors are just grayish colors, black, white, gray, or any color that's closest to gray. I was thinking about the brush strokes, and I think maybe a bigger brush strokes is gonna create it's gonna break the monotonous of the same brushes used here. Okay, I'm gonna stop and think, because right now I think I got just amazing with values, and I got too many colors, especially in this area. It's not much that my eyes just stay here and don't move here. This is supposed to be the area of attention. I think that what I should do is darken up here. Okay, and what I need is some control on brush strokes. I love these effects, okay, but it doesn't mean that they have to be everywhere. Okay, I wanna soften some areas. Okay, now maybe I'm gonna overworked. I'm gonna end up just smoothing out everything too much. And that happens. I gotta just add some, loose brush strokes on. Okay, let's see. Let's think. Okay, a touch of yellow here. It goes down. Okay, that's much better. Yeah. Oh, I like the blue here. Okay. Oh, Nikki is asking me, do you establish your possible color choices ahead of the live, or are you working intuitively as you see it? No, I'm kind of using already something that I did before. I painted hair before with blue hair, and kind of I did use the same colors on the face. It's not a repetition because it's a different position. Okay? And something that I learned after working with this palette, with these colors, is that I loved the combination. I love the combination between this emerald green with a little bit of white and this vivid rose. Okay, I need to get more colors because I don't want to get stuck with those just colors. When I see my paintings, I notice that I have done the same in the last maybe 3 or 4 paintings. Yeah? And now, and when it's about color, we have a plan, usually, but the idea of what we have usually doesn't reflect sometimes pretty good on the painting, on the canvas. It's the material, it's oil. I got one solution that I got here. I bought some Q-tips. If I want to use a bright color and I need to clean an area, I thought, sometimes it's pretty difficult to put more color on top on wet paint. It's so difficult. I thought that's gonna be better if I just clean it, wipe off an area and then repaint it. And I think that's something pretty good when you work wet on wet and when you wanna make some different changes. Okay, now I had an idea about a focal point. Yeah, usually it's the face, the focal point. It's pretty simple, I could change maybe one day and paint the same image and create the focal point here, add light here and make the face dark. But I don't know if that's gonna work. It could work. Anything could work on a painting. The thing is that the little touches of color, I gotta say that's kind of intuition. And for me, intuition doesn't exist as intuition. It's the result of practicing. And I've been practicing always, these touches, and I mentioned that usually on the sessions, on the lessons. I mentioned this simultaneous contrast all the time, and that's something that I do all the time. I try to repeat that again and again. And thus, the simultaneous contrast is when you place two opposite colors together. In this case, the pink and green in the same area, and you create balance. But the difficult thing is two opposite colors, if they are not placed with the right amount, the right saturation and balance, they're gonna fight each other. Okay, let's see, that's the challenge, the balance. Always the challenge is the balance. Now, because of the reason of this contrast, I added some little bit of some touches of this orangey color when the hair is blue. Okay, and I was thinking to add more for that reason, for this contrast, some touches. It's not gonna make the hair orangey. It's just gonna create a more vibrant bluish color there because of the contrast between orange and blue. Now here again, balance. This is something that we gotta do it again and again, because sometimes I lay down, let's say, the orange, and it looks like just stains. Yeah, and then it's just like, well, doesn't work. Now you gotta do it again. And usually when we try to create a harmony, we back and forth on that, changing color. And sometimes we have a plan and slowly we move away from the plan. And why is the reason why sometimes we move away from the plan is because what I consider happy accidents. We're mixing colors. Sometimes we got a nice, beautiful color, and we kind of follow that color. And it takes us, the color kind of lead us to a different harmony. Like the blue here, I never thought about the blue here, and and I like it. And sometimes what happens is we start adding more blue, like here, more, and then the blue starts just growing and growing, and then you break up the harmony. Okay, that's the thing is that the thing is control and balance, and always pay attention to what I said at the beginning, like a common mistake. What's the common mistake that I mentioned? Add too many colors and over saturate the colors too much. That's something that's pretty common. And that's the point, that it means that we gotta keep an eye on that. But enjoy painting. We're gonna make mistakes when we work with color. That's gonna happen. It's inevitable. Okay, until we got used to more and more, and it's gonna happen it's gonna happen more and more when we decide to create our own color harmonies and we don't copy the photograph. The more we move away from the photograph in terms of color, the more challenges we're gonna face. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're gonna get a nice, beautiful painting, maybe, maybe not. You know, oh, that's something. Oh, Nikki saying some people cannot feel the balance in color combination or harmonies. Yeah, yeah, that's a problem. The way or one formula that's gonna help you, that's percentages. Now, the thing is that painting is not a perfect rocket science, perfect science. You know, we cannot get to the point. That's what I think, to calculate every amount. But something that we could use, for example, when it's about pure colors, like this one, like the one on the face. Okay, just think that you shouldn't add that amount of pure colors all over the painting. They should be just in the 10% of the painting, just a little portion. Okay, or maybe 20%, let's say. No more. I could say 10%, but let's say between 10 and 20. Okay, 60% of the painting should be the color. The color. What color is your painting? It's blue, it's red, it's green. Okay, something like that. And the other percentage, like 50% or 40% of the painting, should be neutral colors. Sometimes I have seen paintings that I'm pretty sure that I see like 80% of the painting are neutral colors, but they move. A neutral color, remember, is a color closer to gray, just gray, no more than gray. Okay, just that, gray, closer. If you mix black and white and you add a touch of orange, that's a neutral color. If you just have gray, it's a neutral color. If you add green to black and white, you know, that's a neutral color. All the colors that sometimes you don't know, what color is this? That's a neutral color. It could be lighter, it could be darker, but that's a neutral color. Okay? The more the color move away from the pure color that you got on the palette, they become neutral colors. They could be darker, lighter, okay? They could be more, or they could even just move a little bit to be saturated. That's okay. Still, they still are neutral colors. Okay, the thing is that those are the colors that makes the brightest one just glow. Okay, and the thing is, when it's about color, we see a lot of amazing combinations, and sometimes I have seen some amazing paintings that don't follow those rules, but usually if you are able to notice the rule about you know, the amount of paint, the amount of colors, like neutral, you know, and let's say the local color in the accents, you're gonna be able to get some order. Okay, the other thing are values. If the values are not good, you know, sadly, color is not gonna save us. That's why painters always say, you know, value does the hard work, and color takes the credit. And that's pretty true. Okay. Okay, let's read more comments. Yeah. Too much creates chaos. Nikki saying, you know, too much colors. Yeah. That's the thing. Gray neutrons are what lets us use the subtle color interest points. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Now, about this painting, I started with the idea. I have a doubt at the beginning. I started with the idea that obviously this is gonna be my focal point, and this is gonna be basically on shadow. And I was thinking to make it even darker, all this area. I added more light, but right now I'm not so sure that if should add more, even more light. You know, I got the feeling that I can even add the same light that I see on the face here, and it could work. Okay, because why I'm thinking that, because I think I got too many, you know, gray down colors here. If you see the background, you know, all those colors are just basically the 40% of the painting. Yeah, and that's a lot, you know. That's why I'm thinking the painting, it can take more color here and work. But no, that's gonna change the mood. That's gonna change maybe the feeling of the painting. You know, when I see here, just watching to the right with light on the face, you know, it's just I see here just you know, looking for or waiting something nice to happen. Some, I can just feel some sadness and some hope there here. I don't know, you know. But if I add a lot of light here, I could feel that she's just facing maybe the sun, or a lot of light. Just that, a lot of light, like the horizon. I don't know. Here's different. Here's the feeling is that there is something there going on the right side. I don't know what, you know, but she's trying to kind of see what's happening there. That's why this area is in, you know, light, and then here's a little bit of shadow, and down here, let's say everything is cool colors. Yeah. The thing is that the thing about color, and you're gonna face that the same doubts, is that we have so many options. I could paint this with different color harmonies and get something interesting to, not that something pretty good, but something that say, hey, okay, you know, it's working, even with a different color harmony. That's the thing with color, but that's the beauty, you know, they say about color, but that's the thing that makes color a bit difficult to control. Anyway, the important thing here is enjoy painting. You know, I'm gonna buy this tear blue that I saw some painters use. I think that would be a nice touch in a painting like this for the hair. I don't have any cerulean blue. I just have ultramarine blue. And ultramarine blue, I don't think that's gonna make the color glow. Not in this case. Ultramarine is a beautiful color, but not in this case. This phthalo blue is perfect for this painting. It's just like I want a brightest accent, just for some touches, some areas of the painting. Maybe I should add a little bit of this here, and that way kind of it shows a path to where she's just looking at. Mm. Oh, hello, BJ Lomti from India. Welcome. Don't forget to press the like button. If you don't like it, press the dislike button twice. Okay, you know what? I would love to add something like, I don't know what, but like a touch of this orange here. I'm gonna wipe off this, but I just wanted to see, like, you know, imagine the painting stops here, obviously, and it's something there. No, it doesn't make any sense. Too much color, I think. Too much color. Too much color. I mean, speaking about the green, I added to see if I could get a nice balance, but I don't think so. I don't think it's working. But usually what I do, I just don't, let's say I lay down a brush stroke, and as soon as I lay down the brush stroke, I think I don't like it. I don't do anything like erasing, wipe it off. I just let the color there for a few minutes. You know, I pay attention to something more. And after a few minutes, I step back and I check out the whole painting and see if after seeing the whole painting, I notice that area like, you know, like too distracting from my focal point for the other colors, then I make an adjustment. Otherwise, I leave it. And okay, doing that now, I think I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, it's this area here that is just like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't add that just orange, maybe a little bit of violet. Okay, now what about the background? It needs maybe some brush strokes, something there, bigger brush strokes. You know, if we do something so simple like this, we create movement. It's just simple. I think we all have seen that from cartoons. Yeah. Now the thing is that bigger brush strokes in different directions are going to create a little bit of movement. Okay, but let's think, is that what we want? You know, this kind of movement, or we want just like some quiet person just staring at the, I don't know what. Hmm? Okay, I think I'm adding too much colors already. Yeah, I gotta be careful to lose control. You know, for a second, I just saw like too many colors, and I thought I gotta erase this green. I don't need more colors. For a painting like this kind of paintings, I could say more than for a academic realistic painting, I could say for this kind of painting, rest, for sure, rest your eyes, take a break, you know, or I don't know, if you see something, there's no way, you know, your eyes are full of color, it's like everything is just glowing, even that I think there is not like a lot of color. I don't see like red, greens glowing like everywhere, you know. It's just subtle combinations. But you pick up a color from here, you're gonna see that it's not a pure blue, it's not a pure green. All of them are just knockdown colors. Hmm. Yeah. And but that's the thing that how much of this, you know, I wanna knock down the green. Yeah. That blue. It was a beautiful color, but I think it's better now. It's quiet again. Yeah. Yeah, I think it makes everything here quiet. Just, no, just these areas, like an accent, and an accent. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm getting to the end. It's almost 2 hours. That was a nice Sunday session. Oh, hello Mervat. Nikki saying more color can create movement, less creates more serenity. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Okay. Do you think that I should stop now? That's the other part. when to stop? I think it's a good time to stop. You know, if I continue, I'm afraid I can make the painting better or worse. Yeah. Okay. At least I'm trying to respect the rules about color. just to be sure that I have some harmony here. Okay, now I hope everything got, it's okay. I think I try to balance, with this big background with no color. I mean, there's color, but it's not like a brightest colors. Okay. I wanna even just knock down the color even more on the background. I see some glare on the left. Let me see if I can turn off this glare. Yeah, I can see better the color here. You see that now that's darker. Okay. And now you see how it glows this more. Yeah, this is more like the way I see the painting on my easel. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it, yeah? Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Hope you like it. And yeah. Hello, lads. Okay. Take care, everybody. Everybody, see you. I was planning to paint this Tuesday. See you Tuesday. If not, you know that they go live Thursdays and lately Fridays too. Today is an exception because we didn't have a class today because today is the 5th Sunday of the month. And we usually have 4 classes per month on Patreon. Okay, I got that's the link to Patreon. If you want to see some recorded sessions, you can just become a member of my channel too. You can join my Patreon. Even there is an option just to join my Patreon as a free member. And as a free member, I posted a couple of videos, free videos. Okay. Okay, take care, everybody. Happy Sunday, the rest of the Sunday. See you all next time. Okay. Okay, bye.